we doing, everyone? How we doing, everyone? He's coming. Yeah, we're on.
Can you hear me?
Probably. They got this. They got this speaker now. Yeah, we're on. Probably. They got this speaker now. Yeah, we're on. Speaker now. All right. Delicious, yeah. All right, guys. I'm just waiting for KT and Mike. We're really behind today. I just got back in town literally not even an hour ago. So thank you guys for the support. I got a couple PMs from some of you guys that knew why I was out of town. So I really appreciate you reaching out to me and you know, giving me support and all that. So I appreciate that. We're going to, today's going to be a wing it type episode. I know that we had promised you guys the 468. We are going to auction off a 468, so do not worry. We are going to be doing that still, so don't worry about that. But we are going to go through a couple other things first. Mike really wants this 468 video to be as perfect as possible, and I agree. A lot of you guys have a lot of questions, and it's definitely going to be an episode that's going to take up a lot of time, and we were short-handed this week, so I apologize for that. But we will be going through some 468 stuff today. We're going to do some demos. We're also going to go through some product spotlights, talk about some of the events coming up and what we're going to be doing for those events, and then also kind of answer some questions. So today's going to be really interactive. So if you guys have anything you want to know about your, you know, not necessarily your orders, but some of the marker tech questions and things like that, we're going to go through that for you guys today. And then obviously the 468 auction, which I'm pretty happy about. Mike's working on that right now, and we did get some new stuff coming in, or that came in while I was gone, and you're going to see it on this 468 that we're going to auction off for you guys. So be ready. We also have some fresh release products that are going to be going live in this broadcast, so that's going to be a big one. You're going to see a lot of new products and stuff be launched. Not a lot, but you're going to see some pretty new products that I think you guys are going to be really excited about, and that'll be going live in this broadcast right now. So as soon as KT gets in here, which I believe he's coming, I told him that we need to get going. I know you guys are waiting. We try our best to do everything like we say at the 4:30 PST mark, but sometimes, like I said, it's mostly us, and sometimes we're a little short-handed. We did move some stuff around. There's some new and exciting things coming up with the company here at the factory as well. What's going on, James? Hey, there's a lot of you guys in here. Timothy Brooks, what's going on, my man? Dusty Hatfield. Where's Nightmare PB? Last time he got a little butthurt that we didn't give him a shout out in the beginning, but no one can forget Nightmare PB. Update on the ambassador program. I've been working on that while I was at home, so I did finish some of that. The page is being created right now as far as the template of the page. So a lot of you guys, I know, especially Dusty Hatfield's guys, Jefferson Kroll, all the guys that you referred the ambassador program to that have been sending in information to me. What do you need? Oh, you got that? We've been sending in the information to me. I have been going through that this past weekend. I've started delegating, you know, all that stuff. Our first priority was obviously getting you guys that are already ambassadors handled first, so we can get you guys squared away and get your pages up and running. And then for the new guys that have just submitted their inquiries, I'm going to be sending you another template. Some of you guys have been getting kind of, I don't know, anxious or a little aggressive about it, but the template that I'm sending you, the main questionnaire that you see on the MCS page, the blog post that you guys are being referred to fill out and then email to me, that information is for me to read through and kind of get to know you guys on a more personal level, as I'll be the one kind of looking over what you guys are doing and then ultimately wanting to be involved with everything that you guys have going on. But there is another template that I'll send you that is a more simplified version of those questions, but it's going to be going on the website. So instead of me writing this kind of information for you and then maybe mistakenly putting the wrong information or not really capturing your ideal purpose of your team, etc., I want you guys to fill out, and then I'll kind of proofread and go through it, and then I'll go ahead and I'll add that to the page. That way it's just an easy template for me to also keep track of all of you guys, because we got a pretty overwhelming response for the ambassador program. So, you know, this is kind of something that, you know, it's a time-sensitive thing. I understand, you know, a lot of you guys are anxious, but I assure you we are doing this as fast as we can. I have a lot of stuff that's going on. There's a new division of the company that was launched that's taking up a lot of my time, and then, you know, Mike is running back and forth into the warehouse.
I'm not even on the camera.
You're right there.
Delay.
Delay.
Oh, there I am.
There you go. See?
Yeah, I'm all looking at the big screen.
So Mike's getting your 468 all handled and ready to go, and we're going to be starting that shortly. If you guys know KT's Facebook page, will you tag him in the comments, please, and tell him to get here? We need to get him going here. MagFed Florida, how you guys doing? A lot of your teams out here. That's awesome, guys. It's good. It's good to see that this weekly broadcast show is growing. We are working diligently to give you guys new material with the new shooting range. For those of you who missed it last week, that is something. It's in a new location. It's to the right of me now, in an enclosed area, thanks to Mike, that we're going to be utilizing the shit out of. And the reason why we're going to be using it is to kind of show you guys, there's a lot of questions that go on with MCS markers. And for one of the guys here, and I'm sure, you know, Jamie and Valerie and even Mike can agree with me, we get a lot of questions about performance parts of our guns and all of these, you know, knick-knack questions. So we're going to be building guns. I'm going to be building guns for you guys every week, and we're going to test them right here in the tunnel, so you can see what we're talking about instead of, you know, relying on outside information from people who may or may not know. It's all he said, she said kind of stuff, and that's kind of what we're trying to get away from. We want you guys to get the information directly from us, so you can feel confident in your purchases. You can feel confident in taking our markers out into the field and having an extremely enjoyable experience. There's a lot of things that have come to our attention over the past couple months, especially with some of the newer systems, that we need to really hash out some details with. So that's going to be a big thing that this shooting range is going to open up for you guys, to kind of understand exactly why we did certain things and how certain things work. And if you're on the fence about, you know, transferring, you know, or purchasing one of our systems, or you're just not sure how it will perform, well, we're going to answer those questions for you here. Obviously, the chat, we've already been through this on the new MCS site, is a great place for you guys to come in and ask any of us questions. You can ask for me, you can ask for Jamie, Valerie. All of us have a lot of information that we are more than happy to relay to you guys about certain things. So take advantage of the chat, and that's available, pretty much all night and all day. I'm going to do some product spotlights right now until they get here. Some of the stuff on the website that I mean, the website is so new that people are asking rhetorical questions that we've answered probably 5, 10, 15 times. $5 flat rate shipping for the United States. That's a real thing. A lot of you guys had a lot of problems with the shipping costs of the RAP4 site. $5 flat rate shipping on the new MCS site for you guys in the United States here. That doesn't matter if you order a marker or an O-ring. It's $5 flat rate shipping. We'll get that out to you. Right now, processing times is looking at 1 to 3 days. Most of the products that are going to make the transition from the RAP4 side are pretty much done and over with. Right now, we're kind of going through all right, sorry about that. So let's see here. So that cut off real quick. The $5 flat rate shipping. That's a big thing. Some of the markers that we want to highlight that are a hell of a deal, in my opinion, especially to some of the new stuff that's come out, is the Bolt and Blizzard Elites. The Bolt and Blizzard Elites is what you see here. This is the bolt version, you're getting a tan magazine, first strike ready, and you'll get, a DMAG first strike ready, and then a tan regular helix for round ball with the remote line adapter. So you got the Flexi Air Kit already installed. The Thunderbolt pump grip with the bottom tan rail cover, and this marker is first strike ready out of the box. This is a simple marker. You're gonna get that new helix. I know you guys saw me last time. I dropped the magazine. I didn't, that was a rookie move, but I assure you, these go in like butter. So, you're not going to have any issues with these markers anymore, as far as the magazines or anything like that. So, the Bolt and Blizzard, the differences between them both is essentially the barrel threads. That's it. The Blizzard is your 98 threaded version, and then your Bolt is your A5 threaded. So I know a lot of the Bolt ones are a little bit more popular, and the reason for that is just for the fact that you can, A5 is just a more sought after barrel. So those are all, it's compatible with the Hammerhead line, it's compatible with Lapco barrels, it's pretty much compatible with anything. But the highlight of that system is the first strike ready out of the box, and the price point, $229. I don't know, I mean, the TMC came out, but the amount of upgrades that you can do in a TMC are very minimal at this point in time. I'm sure there'll be stuff coming out shortly, but the Bolt and Blizzard have tons of upgrades. That's going to be one of the markers that I think I'll be incorporating into the videos here shortly. Been getting a lot of questions about it, especially how it stacks up to the Tittman TMC. The M4 look, I mean, you can make that with a Bolt or Blizzard, no problem. So, like I said, from my opinion, for entry-level MagFed players, for you ambassadors out there, even the new ones that you guys are going to be getting the email from me, saying that you've been accepted as ambassador program, these are great rental fleet markers for $229. I'm sure I can give you a little bit of more of a discount on that. The $229 price point is great. KT finally here. There's a lot of people tagging you on the
yeah. I was online and trying to get the some new product up for you guys. So I thought Mike would have brought out here already. I have to go grab it though.
All right, so he's gonna go again.
I got 2 new products that I just put on our site, so I'm gonna show you.
So back just to what I was talking about 5 seconds ago before KT finally joined me here. The Bolt and Blizzard Elites, for you ambassadors, these are great rental fleet markers. They're easy to use, they're reliable, they're efficient. You get the Flexi Air Kit, which is an $80 upgrade by itself. So it's definitely something. Contact me about this. If you guys are looking to customize your ambassador rental fleets, give me a call. Let Jamie know. We can work something out for you guys up to within your budget. But this is definitely a new system that I had a big part in, that I really want to get out there, because I think a lot of people, when they think of entry-level stuff, they get stuck, and they don't want to necessarily be that entry-level player. They want something that has an ability to, you can grow with, and the Bolt and Blizzard Elites do that. So I got KT coming back. We're gonna have some new products here. We're gonna do a new product showcase now, so that's all gonna be going live in this broadcast.
Got a few products to show you guys. Actually 2. Product I just put on the site a few minutes ago. First item is the new Angle ASA. You can check it out. It's a drop down, the universal version, so it dropped down about 1 inch. So this is on the TGR2. Give you a pretty good view there. So all you have to do is just kind of attach onto the back, and there you go. There you have it. That's on TGR2 on your Blizzard. On your 468. I got a T15 here too. I even get a SR12. Yeah.
So universal drop-down ASA, which is something that a lot of you guys have been hounding over the Hurricane and all that. So now it's available for systems that we don't even make, which is a great thing too.
And this is a new TMA buttstock. Stand for the Mercenary Tactical Air Stock. So here's the kicker. It just went on live about 5 minutes ago. So we can find the 2 items. The first person who's making a purchase on the buttstock or the Angle ASA, I'll send to you free. So go at it, guys. First person who make a purchase on them, get it for free. So that's a new 2 product that we just got in. These the TMA we have 3 color, tan, black, and OD, but only the tan's available right now, so you can get the tan first.
So this new buttstock, I really like that because I think a lot of us you guys are stuck on the different platforms. This is a 468, more like a PDW type weapon, and this buttstock really brings out that PDW type look. So like he said, go find that product right now on the mcsus.com website, purchase it, and you guys could possibly get it for free if you're the first one that orders it. Let's go through, I kind of went through some of the product highlights. We talked about the Bolt Elites. Mike's still working on the 468. Like I said, we got a late start today, but trust me guys, it'll be worth it.
You show them the new range?
I did not show them the new range
Okay,
yet.
well.
Should we show them the new range?
We should show them the new range.
All right,
Kind
all
of
right.
turn the camera a little bit.
And I'm going to turn the camera for you guys. You guys can take a look.
You do the talking, I'll turn the camera.
Okay, all right. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see that here, but we've actually enclosed that entire arena right now. Here. Okay. All right. So you guys follow me here. It's still a little messy. We're still moving some stuff around. This is going to be the brand new shooting range. You got 2 access doors here.
In and out.
In and out. In and out. That's right. So we're going to be doing a lot of demos here at the warehouse. We're also going to be doing, for you guys that come in the walk-in store, when you make a purchase in the lobby, you can come out here and test fire the marker live. So you can see that, you know, if you pull something off the wall, which is a new thing that we're going to be doing too, a lot of custom guns are going to be coming out of this shop now. So the shooting range is going to be a more interactive experience for you guys to kind of come and take your aim down range. Let's go take a look at some of the targets we put up. Like I said, this is a 10 by 16 shooting range, which I put some blood, sweat, and tears in. I didn't cry, but I did bleed a little bit. There was a couple cuts that I got, but it's a pretty sweet thing. I think this is going to be rubber rounds and the red rounds, and then obviously we might throw a couple first strikes in there just to kind of show some of the new comparison models that we're going to do with some of the markers. But we put up, I mean, these are real plank targets. I mean, you know, they spin and put some old CO2 tanks. These are all, I mean, they work. You saw in the last video that I was able to hit some with the red rounds. KT didn't believe me in the beginning, but we finally found a use for all these plank targets. So this is going to be something, like I said, guys, it's completely enclosed. So safety is not going to be an issue. So for you guys that are local to our facility, you know, come on down, take a look at the shooting range. You guys can come out here, test fire some of your own markers if you want. There's going to be a lot of product testing and then demos, of course. So let's bring it on back over here, and then hopefully, Mike, what do we got in that 468? 5 more minutes, he said. All right, 5 more minutes, guys, and we'll have that 468 for you. So let's see here. Order the Doug Gloff. All right, let's see. Let's see here.
Well, I know the drop down ASA here doesn't look pretty. We know that. It's really hard to make an angle ASA on the top of the existing one, right, and make it look decent. I wouldn't call this the best design in the world. I wouldn't say that it's, but it's practical. That's what everyone says when they actually put their cheek well on the buttstock. It's practical, works great, and it's started. I think once this is released, I mean, people start using it, there will be other versions out there. Hopefully, other manufacturers jump in and start to make more of these and make it's more practical rather than just full of.
I haven't tested it personally, but I can, I just saw this coming in the office here about an hour ago. But the eye relief for something like this on a T15 or the SAR-12, even the DMR, really would make a scope more practical than just something with our drop-down ASA as you saw like on the Hurricane and stuff like that. So I do have. I know a lot. One of you guys was asking about the bolt with the drop-down ASA. Let me grab that real quick.
Oh, lots of interaction today. Lots of moving parts.
So a lot of you guys, I get a lot of questions about the bolt. A lot of you are asking about the differences between the Blizzard and the bolt, and like I had mentioned earlier, the only difference is the barrel threads. The accessories that you find on a bolt are pretty much
Actually, the chuka frame is also removable.
Yeah, a
on
little
the,
bit different.
On the Blizzard and the bolt. So you have the chuka frame, integrated chuka frame here. It's built into the body, and on the bolt you can remove the trigger frame, change it out.
Put that, or you saw the Thunderbolt trigger guard and that. So you have that selector switch too, which is what a lot of you guys like. This is the Troy one that's available online too. We have the Tan Troy handguards now. You got your drop down ASA, which a lot of you like. I love the drop down ASA. I think that's one of the better products. And then also with the new guide rod adapter for the stocks, it just comes off. You no longer have to unscrew it or push button attach. So you get that a lot stiffer response when you are bringing the marker back and you're shouldering it and you're looking down range to fire. So the Bolt and the Blizzard, I think those are go-to systems. I think for a lot of entry-level players, as well as a lot of you guys out there. You guys, a lot of the reoccurring people have 4.68s. They're buying Blizzards and Bolts just as backups. And I think, like we talked about before, the Bolt Elites, the Blizzard Elites, from the price point, it's the best system to get involved, and you're already kind of met halfway with the upgradability on these systems. You know, you can put a Troy on there with the mil-spec handguard or the mil-spec barrel nut adapter. The drop-down ASA is a simple slap-in part. They're both clamshell design, so they're mechanically, they're easy to take care of, they're reliable, and they're efficient, which is something for a lot of you ambassadors that we are going to be relying on you guys to do, is get people into MagFed and not have to scare them with a DMR price or
right.
a SAR 12
right.
price or a T15 price. This is something that they can, be confident in getting. They can purchase, and it's easy for you to teach them and for them to understand the maintenance, breakdown, upgradability, and everything of these systems as well.
So Tony, it drops down 1 inch, pretty much. That's what you need to get the stock clearance. Also, you have to use the screw version, the hinge version, stock guide if you're gonna use tank in stock. So you have like a music version or T15 version, you just transition for that guide right into the adapter. So you don't have to buy any additional part, just drop down ASA and you're good to go. It doesn't use that button one that we used. We did that because to make it more universal, and you don't have to just use the part that you already have, right, but have to buy new ones.
And it kind of slimlines it a little bit. I think with the push button one, you're going to add that little bit of a drop because of it needs to clearance that gauge on the 13 cubic inch and 17 cubic inch.
So on like remote line version, I have a loose hair, but the remote line version is pretty nice. It's pretty how straight line that is. It's dropped down pretty well, and you can see that it's when I put my face on there, see I have a huge gap. I don't have to use much riser to look through the scope right here. I mean, I actually have another good half inch right there. So when I wear my goggles, I'm pretty much there. I don't have to use that. On some of the sniper gun that I've seen, some of the guys, they have it's actually up here somewhere, so they have a riser on top of a riser to actually to look down their scope. So now they can actually don't have to do that.
The best thing too that this universal drop down is going to offer you guys is for you guys that have the 4.68 and been asking us about the interchangeability of the uppers and lowers. Can I swap a DMR upper with a 4.68 lower? Blah blah blah. You can actually turn your 4.68 into a DMR outside of the bolt action feature with that. So you can put a 9-inch handguard on there, and you're going to get that DMR look, and it'll be semi-automatic, which is great too.
Javier, yeah, it works on the Vortex. Pretty much any of the air in stock ASA, you have that, you're pretty good to go. You just drop it in, tighten it up, and you're ready. It's pretty self-explanatory. Well, we're gonna do a video on how to install it. Kind of, There's two-step process, but we're probably not going to go through it now.
We have, hopefully, I think Mike is wrapping it up right now. I can see him shuffling around over there, so we can start that auction on the 468. Remember, the auction is going to start off at $100, and it's going to be, you can bid on $10 increments, and we're going to do that right here again like we did last time. So this one, I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of you guys bidding at one point, but I assure you this is something that we've never done before in MCS history. Depending on how this goes, we may or may not do it again. But the 468 video is going to be something that we're going to be working on outside of the live stream. It's actually going to be a movie type video from what Mike has told me, and I think, like I said, he really wants this to be as perfect as possible. I know KT does too. The 468 was
it's going to be a long video.
Yeah,
it's going to be
the 468 was something that happened before my time working here, so it's going to be a documentary series for me as well.
It's pretty much it. There's a lot to go through. We just want to make sure we cover everything relating to 468. That way you have a full documentation of it, rather than having to go bit and pieces and you miss something in the middle of the live stream and perhaps somebody asks a question. We just want to focus on that one segment only. That would be great.
And we're going to go through all of the obvious stuff: the trigger, the safety, first strikes, compatibility. A lot of those questions that get asked repeatedly. The javelin bolt, that's a big one. Right. So all of that stuff requires extreme detail, and really there's an explanation behind all of what we've done and what KT has done, what Omar has done.
Oh boy.
There's a lot of interpretation that we want to explain to you guys and be 100% transparent, so that way you kind of understand exactly why we did it the way that we did it. Skull Eagle, you asked about the bolt full auto. A lot of you guys have been asking me that. I am going to be doing that video this week. Like I said, I'm back in the office. I'm not going anywhere for a while. I have a lot of stuff to catch up on here. The ambassador program is one thing that is going to take priority here. But I am going to be doing the video on the Bolt, Blizzard, and then even Vortex with the e-triggers. They are all compatible. They all work. The Hurricane also, it works really well. A lot of you guys have already had it. We haven't had a lot of issues with the Hurricane, but I will do a video. I have one in my office that I built up that is a blast to shoot, and that's with first strikes and or round ball. The lock bolts, those should be coming in here within the next month.
Yeah, next month. So both of the lock bolt, the Vortex and the Bolt Blizzard, all those should be hitting the shelf next month.
So for you guys that are interested in purchasing the e-trigger, we do have them here. I'm sure that we can get them in pretty fast if we're out of stock on them.
Yeah.
We'll do it. I'll make sure I'll do the video for that way you guys can see. But without the lock bolt, it would be a little impractical. With the e-trigger, the Tippmann e-trigger specifically that have the 3-round burst, those work a little bit better without the lock bolt. From my experience testing here, I don't have any issues as far as feeding or chops or anything like that. But for you guys that have these systems already or are interested in buying an e-trigger or already have one but you're hesitant on putting it on, I would recommend waiting, just for the fact that I don't want you guys to have problems with that.
Right.
But we will have that video. I'll do that. That's one thing I'm kind of excited about to do too. I love shooting with those e-triggers. I think they're really fun. Yeah.
Did you cover the ambassador a little bit?
I did.
Maddie asked about the we're talking about the MagFed stuff we're doing.
The MagFed marker of the week?
Yeah.
I did not go through that.
Okay.
We did have the bounty hunters I saw.
Okay. Yeah.
That came in. Finally. You guys are getting it.
Right.
We are getting it. And we're very proud of that. I think now it's finally off the ground a little bit more.
Right.
But
finally somebody had the right capture card and actually caught some. It took them a while, but I think some of the bigger events coming up in the season, Dominion, 0 Hour, and some of the ones that are coming up, I think would be great. That will really take the bounty program off the ground.
And the extravaganza is this month?
Extravaganza is in about two and a half weeks. It's the first, right? About 3 weeks.
3 weeks, and there'll be some bounty hunter opportunities there as well. So for you guys in that area, they'll be attending that.
It's gonna be a special event bounty.
Yeah, a special event bounty for sure. We may or may not do some promos for that as well. So we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you guys on that. Let's see, LL10.
Living Legend 10.
Living Legends 10, yeah.
We're pretty much trying to hit most big event this year. We have not gotten our schedule straightened out yet, but so far I think we're hitting Dominion. We're doing 0 Hour and some other ones that are coming up. So we also have N-War 8 to work with too. That's people start to ask what day N-War 8 will be. I think Mike already set for November somewhere. We'll have to get the exact date and post it up for everyone so they can start making their travel plan. Because I know a lot of players coming from really far, Europe and different countries. A couple years ago, we have Norway, Brazil, and far edge of the corner of the world. We love to have you guys, so that's why we're gonna put the date early, so that way you can start putting your vacation date, get it in place, so that way you don't have to, double schedule and.
You have to wait till the last minute.
Right.
We'll make sure we give you guys plenty of notice. It'll be on the. Got a little bit of a technical thing here.
We're still live streaming.
We're still live streaming.
Let me check the light.
Hold on just 1 second, guys. But anyway, the N-War stuff will be on the events page itself. So we'll make sure to give you guys tons of head notice and all of that, so you don't have to worry about, like you said, double scheduling or missing the event. The way that Mike's talking about it now, we are going in a completely different direction. We are going to make it bigger, badder, louder, more action-packed, I think. The Operation N-War thing is something that I know Mike is really passionate about. I know KT is too. It's a lot of work. It's something that takes a year of planning, and with everything in between that we have to do here at the warehouse, it does take a lot out of us, but we assure you that I think this year is definitely going to be a year that you guys will definitely not want to miss. So we will. Should we go check on where Mike's at? Mike may have gotten lost in the warehouse somewhere. We might have to call him on his cell phone or something. Where's Mike at? He's coming. All right. So this must be really good. If Mike's taking this long, he told me 5 minutes, 15 minutes ago. So either he lost his watch or it's going to be that good. And we'll start that auction for you guys. We'll do the demo, and then we'll kind of see how well this drags off. If you guys have questions and everything, go ahead and ask them in the live chat here. We'll try to answer them. We'll do a Q&A segment every episode, and we'll answer as many questions in that segment. Obviously, there'll be a lot of stuff that we're talking about here. One thing I want to go over too, the social media. Some of you guys have noticed that MCS Rap4 social media page is gone. That's because we are all merging everything into one page. So I put an announcement on the ambassador page that some of you guys have admin that's been taken off for right now. We are in the process of consolidating those pages into the modern, or is it MCS page? That's
MCS
right?
page.
MCS page only. So everything you see, Modern Combat Solutions, Modern Combat Sports, it'll all be under one page now. And we need to kind of go through all of that information, and we're going to be running that page very diligently and making sure that all the information that's put out is informative. So for right now, for all of you guys that had admin privileges there, submit the information to me, private message. A lot of you guys already have me on Facebook as a friend. I'll go ahead and put my information in this chat so you can see all of my stuff. So if you have any problems or anything like that, you can send me that material, and I'll go ahead and I'll post that for you while it fits into our marketing campaigns. All right, so Mike is here. I'm gonna scoot over. He's out of breath. Take away the live stream. I think all these guys have been waiting for it. Waiting for you.
Really? I'm sure they are. All right. So I tried to grab as much uniqueness that we have sitting around this building, try to come up with something that's really kind of different in its own right and worthy of an auction like this. So there it is. More of a black and tan. I went ahead and added the newest drop down so that you can have a better viewing angle from your scope without having to put a big riser on it. The newest mercenary stock that we just released. You got a Noveski sound amplifier on it to kind of give you a little more loud sounding. There is a unit. One of the differences about this particular gun and I think we touched on it last week, was we were toying with the idea of coming out with a slightly inexpensive 468. So the takedown pins are actually like Tippmann takedown pins. They're just standard push pins. All three of them. So you're not going to have to worry about that. It does have a little off-angle, true view off-sight scope. So you have your standard scope, and then you kind of can get a little bit of angle to it. Just looks pretty kick-ass. So there we go. Starting off at $100.
All right, let's see here. What's wrong with this mouse? All right. Oh, what barrel is on that?
Just a standard 10-inch barrel.
A standard 10-inch. It's not rifled. So
I'll
starting off at $100, you can bid in increments of 10. Oh shit!
And I'll even start off there.
Matty Pinefield. If you're gonna bid, make sure you bid for real, because we will contact you. If not, we're gonna have to do this all over. So we please participate the best that you can. Matty Pinefield started it off at $250, so we're already at $250. You need to go up in increments of 10 from there. So go ahead and put the amount that you're bidding. Scott Faulkner, $300. All right, so we're up at $300 already.
How do you pay? Somebody's asking. Just once we find when we close the live feed, we'll find the highest bidder, and we'll be in contact with you via Facebook and arrange the payment.
Okay, Matt and Audrey, you got $310. Timothy, we got double bids, $310.
Who? Timothy Brooks first.
And Jen.
Matt, you got to come with $320.
Matt, $320. There we go.
No, did he?
Yeah, he's at $320.
Oh yeah, he's at $320. So we're at $320. The next bid is $330.
$360. Timothy Brooks.
This man's trying to kill
It's a bloodbath over here. It is a bloodbath. Should we do the demo? Someone's gonna have to watch this and make sure that we're good to go there. 400. Scott Faulkner.
400.
400.
Oh, Scott Faulkner.
Does it have a one-piece upper?
Yes,
it does have a one-piece upper.
But it does not have a javelin bolt. It's just a standard white bolt, but it does have the one-piece upper.
Jen, 410.
So we're at 400 as of right now, guys.
Oh, 410.
410.
420, Matt Pinfield.
Who?
Matt Pinfield. It's up there, Matty Pinfield.
Oh, you're up on top. I don't know. I'm way below. Shit.
So it comes in from the top.
420 from Matty Pinfield.
So we're at 420, guys. 440.
440 gin.
Oh man. Let's see here. Mike is feeling lazy today. Tony.
No javelin.
450. We're at 450, guys.
Michael Gabato. Oh, he lost out on the last three. I think he's not gonna want to leave this one out.
Firm handshake and a beer. One beer will not do it. We accept multiple 12 packs.
2 kegs.
Yeah, 2 kegs. 15 pounders. Let's see. 450. We're holding at 450 right now.
For Michael Gabato.
Is it ready to go?
Yeah, it's ready to go.
All right, let's do a demo here, and see. You guys keep battling it out. We're at 150. Let's see here.
Yeah, he wants to shoot it.
Okay.
All right, guys, go ahead and do the demo here.
Do your paces.
There you go.
There you go.
Another one?
We're good.
All right. See where we're at here.
That should be sweet.
Are we still up proper eyewear.
I'll trade you my $1,700 drum set. Free shipping. Yeah, that's included. Right?
Shipping is $5, pretty much free.
Yeah.
All right, so we still, let's see where we're at here. We're still at
$450.
$450
Or a drum set.
or a drum set.
Gareth Weston, you said $450. There's already a bid of $450, so if you can do $460, it's yours.
Dusty, on your next 468, you contact me when you're ready to purchase, and we'll make sure that you don't have any problems with it. I don't ever want to hear that you sold your 468 again. We have 460, Scott. First strike demo.
Did you tell him it's gonna come with a one-piece upper javelin?
Yeah,
bolt?
it's one piece
Doesn't have
upper,
a javelin.
but like I said, it's Titman style takedown pin. So
Is that a breech version?
they actually come completely out. Not like.
It's actually not a.
But it does only have just a standard bolt. I did not put the javelin bolt in, so.
It will have javelin bolt, right? Does it have javelin bolt?
Planning on it, but if that's
Okay.
on you, that's your call.
Well, if Mike said it doesn't come with javelin bolt, that's advertised, not me.
So we're at 460 with Scott with the latest bid here.
Rizzy, he has been bugging me for 2 months to get one of mine. LOL. Who's that? Oh, Dusty. That's right. Dusty got rid of his. 250th.
So it's come with a drop-down ASA, new buttstock. Oh, this is quite nice. And
The new stock, all the
And
new.
I like that pin coming out. It's
Just
actually
coming all the way
yeah.
up. It's a little more convenient. I mean, I
It
guess.
is.
Yeah.
Gareth Weston, as far as international shipping, for you guys that are international watching us here, the shipping quote is generated when you place your order during checkout. And the reason for that is because the system will generate the shipping weights and then give you the ultimate, all the options available for those, you.
But also being that he's in the UK, I mean, we could try to work something out with the UK branch. They get a regular shipment.
Yeah.
And kind of save you a little penny there.
Yeah, they're doing every Thursday. We prepare a shipment for them, and it get picked up Friday. It's arrived to UK Monday. So you guys, if you're looking for some stuff, just contact UK, and their shipments on a weekly basis. So you need something, just get with them. They'll get to you quick.
How's it going, Callista?
Kelly.
Ship to Rap4 UK. Yeah, that's definitely what we can do. So for you guys that are in the UK, contact us and see. Ultimately, keep in mind, just because you order it and you want it shipped with Rap4 UK's orders, you are at the discretion of their orders. So if we do include something in there, you're going to have to wait until we ship out their order. So that's something that we'll disclose to you, obviously, when you place your order, if that's an option that you want to go through. But just keep that in mind. That's definitely going to be something that you're going to have to keep in mind there. So 468 auction is still going. We're at 460 with Scott Faulkner, I believe, is still, yep. Still got that at 460. So, 470. Okay, all right, here we go.
Bottom at 470.
How much for the 468 with the Rap4 logo?
Which one? Oh, that one?
This is a customized.
That was George. That was our
George
previous law enforcement representative. Decided to make his own camouflage out of the Opera logo. Maybe we should at one point kind of tear that down and
Right. Give it some love.
give it, yeah, because it's been sitting on the shelf for God.
No, I love it.
3 years.
The way it feels is really nice. The texture.
MOE, yeah.
He did a real good job painting this.
Yeah, why not? Why not that be
Yeah.
the next auction then?
All right.
I'll take it apart and I'll clean it, get it all spiffed up, and then we'll auction this thing
This
up.
is
But we'll see. So micro bottles at 470.
Need some clear pics of the universal drop down various markers posted in the product list.
That's
We're
coming.
working-
That's coming,
That's
Tony.
coming,
That's
Tony.
coming,
I think
Tony.
they just barely.
480 Scott Faulkner. All right. Some of the questions, though, for some of you guys that are, saving up for the 468, the 2016 version of the 468 is still available on the new website. It's still $468. That's one thing that we received a lot of flack about. when the launch came, because not a lot of people understood the new one-piece uppers and then the Javelin bolt that you were getting with the new 2017 models. So it is still available. You can still get it, and then obviously when the time comes, you can make that $150 upgrade to the one-piece upper and Javelin, which will be a package eventually. Right now, we're just waiting on production.
Bottle just said 500. Sorry to cut you off there.
500. All right.
Also the
And the auction.
What happened? And the auction now.
also the what Jonathan said earlier about the 2016 model. A lot of people are still, they just want to shoot round balls and they just want to have a basic function. It works great. The basic version is fantastic. We just added more, added upgrade to it, so you don't necessarily need to upgrade. So you can always start with the 2016 model. Did you talk about
the generational?
The generational
You kinda
video,
told them
yes. We told them
It's just a lot more complicated.
Steven Spielberg's going to do a documentary series on it for all of you guys. We went through it.
We started talking about it, going over the paces, and realized there's just so much information as to what's changed from day one till now. So it's going to be a little bit more work. It's going to take me a little bit more time to kind of get it all set up, because I definitely want to be able to show you pictures of each individual piece and the differences between those, because there are actually trade-in 468 still floating around.
Oh, yeah.
There are first generation 468s, if you want to call it that, and then every other little minor change that we saw needed throughout the year. So there are multiple things, and people need to know the differences so they know what they have in their hands. I mean, I recently got a guy's gun in who bought it off somebody off eBay and couldn't get it to work, and by the time it came in, literally had a rubber band holding the charging handle together. So
Yeah.
It's a sad day.
I can attest to
Sad
that.
day.
and apparently that came from a pro shop. So that's one way they fix his gun. So there's a lot of things out there that I got to go through.
The PTR, this is a question we get a lot. We've addressed it multiple times, Skull Eagle, but the 468 is something we're not 100% positive is going to move forward for the recreational market at this time. It's still in R&D. There's some stuff that's being hashed out. Omar is doing some stuff with it, so let the man work for a little bit, and we'll give you guys updates as soon as possible on that.
The bolt.
Remember, guys, the MagFed marker of the month. This is something I forgot to do during the intro. This is a great opportunity for you guys now that especially these auction guns. We're not taking photos of these and putting them on the website. So for you guys that win the auction, these are great markers to submit for the MagFed marker of the week posts, and that's on the website. You guys can go there, submit those photos of your loadouts on your markers, and then you'll get that T-shirt that gives you some bragging rights for that week, and then obviously we'll do it again. But that kind of competition that we want to do is obviously, like I said, just to grow the sport. So it's an important thing for you guys that participate. You guys kind of turn it into a little competition amongst each other. But submit those inquiries, and if you don't win that week, submit again the next week. This is something that we're going to be doing every single week here.
Actually, it stays on the feed.
It stays on the feed. Okay.
It's on the feed. So basically, we will take a pool of all the submitted mark of the month, and it goes to the pool. Of course, if you submit it this month and next month, it's still on the list, but it's actually going to the bottom. So you can just repost it again, tag it, and it'll go to the top. But it's something you can do to keep it relevant up there. And that way you can we can have so many pages to go through, and we just select the one that we like the most.
Scott Faulkner, you asked about the price of the Javelin bolt. He said $510. $510.
$510 for Scott Faulkner.
So if you guys were getting the auction gun and you're the winner, and if you want the Javelin bolt, we'll hook you up with one.
I'll add it in.
Yeah, we'll add it in.
All right, so now the auction gun, so to clarify, now has a Javelin bolt. All right, and a one-piece upper.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Which, for those of you that were at Fog of War, and I brought out some of the one-piece upper 468s and saw how consistently it shot first strikes and shaped projectile type rounds. The one-piece upper definitely, and like I said, I'll be going through that in the video, but the one-piece upper definitely has been a resolution to some of the consistent flipping with a dual blowback system like the 468.
Let's see here. So
520 for Michael Grabato.
Oh, yeah.
520.
He's a little. He's definitely committed.
It says Vulcan grips fit. What's going on here? Let's see. Vulcan grips fit.
A5 grip
I don't know what the difference
Bolt
is.
Elite.
Oh, 530.
A5 grip. I don't think will fit on the Bolt. The Bolt
A5
has different
grip.
position.
Right. You
No.
you have to do
Mod it.
You have to mod it. The holes, the
I
position.
think this is going between Michael Grabato and Scott
But
Faulkner.
although we do
530.
have trigger frame,
550.
but we do have a trigger frame that's coming out for the bolt, the UMP trigger frame. I'm sorry, the what is it? The trigger frame guard that's coming out for the bolt. The UMP trigger frame is actually for the Vortex.
I think what he's trying to do is get, from what it sounds like, he's saying E-grip. So I think he's trying to get electronic trigger on
okay.
it. You
Okay.
can actually buy a BT E-trigger grip,
yeah.
and
Right.
it will fit on no problem.
Right.
And that's, like I said, that's going to be something that I'll do a video on each one of the systems with the E-grip firing, and then ultimately the grab and go type system. The only one that's a little bit different is the Blizzard. The Blizzard is, since it's an integrated trigger frame, that requires a little bit different installation, which we'll probably do a video of that later.
I want to freaking hit 6. We're at 570 now. Scott Faulkner is going for 570 with the javelin bolt.
How much of the first gun you guys are holding?
Come on, Michael
The
Grabato.
first gun.
The first one. Which one, Javier?
This one.
The Bolt Elite? Any news on if the new box mag will come out?
We're discussing that. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
We get asked that question every week, and right now it's just a discussion. And we'll definitely see.
I think this is the first gun, right? This is the first gun you guys were showing earlier.
I was showing it, yeah.
Yeah, this is the Bolt Elite. This one runs
229.
229. It's actually one of my favorite. It's really-
229, first strike ready. You got the remote line adapter on there that's already upgradable if you have
really
the stock.
Yeah, it's really comfortable.
Yeah, I really like that marker. I think for the entry level market, it's a great platform for you guys to, and the upgrades are ultimately endless. I mean, there's so
Right.
much you could do with it.
Jose Sambria.
Sadly,
Sadly, I used my 468 only 2 times, and now it's out of action. Contact us. Call me. Call the office. Just ask for me, and we'll go through some steps, see what's going on with your 468. Because
Get on chat. So, yeah, we can't really try to fix it on a live stream.
Skull Eagle, you want an OEW T-shirt? Sure. Next time you place an order or something, just let me know, and I'll throw it in your box.
Yeah,
no problem.
we'll get you one and we'll, in our stock there.
Yeah.
Now can I get a discount?
Well, remember, if you buy the new drop-down ASA, the first person to purchase it actually gets it free. We're
Free.
refunding
We don't
or
know who
the
it is
first
yet.
butt
I don't know
stock.
what it is yet. We gotta
If
go.
somebody
check
go
that out.
online, buy this butt stock, if you're the first person to actually place the order, we'll refund you. You get it for free.
I should have said adjust the angle of the drop down ASA.
Shows how to adjust the angle.
The angle.
Are you talking about?
The angle itself? I mean, this
Okay.
angle? It's just one position, just 1 inch drop down.
Douglas Glock already bought one.
Barry just announced that somebody bought one. She's spoiled. Spoiled the news there.
Spoiler alert on that
Spoiler
one.
alert, that one.
For one thing that I want to clarify too, since I don't know, we don't have an ETA on when this 468 video will actually come out, and this will be something that we're going to have to get to. It's important. But for a lot of you guys, recently I've been getting a couple calls and chats over the weekends of people who have purchased the 468 and are having user-related issues. The 468, okay, out of the box, there was a video that was done a couple weeks ago that Mike and KT did on what to do when you receive your 468. Some of the more common sense type user-related issues that we have constantly. The 468, the reason why, the people, the number one primary, purpose behind a purchase like that for a lot of you guys is the realism. But there is a learning curve on the 468, and it is something that you have to understand when you receive the marker, how it actually functions, the certain aspects like the lock bolt, the anti-ball drop, the magazine release, using the Helix or DMAG magazines. A lot of these things, there's things that you need to know when purchasing, and that's kind of what a lot of our first-time buyers of the 468 do not understand. So before you guys get frustrated and contact me, or even sometimes yell at me that it's defective, let me explain a few things to you. Let me point you in the direction of some of the videos that we have that will help you understand and know exactly what to do when you receive your 468, and then what to do before you just take it out of the box and try to go shoot it. Because a lot of times this is where the disappointment comes in, because there's a lot of things you can't do with a 468 that you can do with a Blizzard or Bolt, as far as dry firing on things like that. So let's see here. Where's Nightmare PB at? I don't know. I gave him a shout out in the beginning of the video.
Did you go over how it assembles or no?
I did not.
Okay.
I've said
I
that
think
we
that's
can
what they
do.
might be. We can show them over here.
I was gonna do a separate video on that, so like a tech video. I think it needs a little bit more than a simple. It needs 5 minutes of explaining.
I mean, it's so basic.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mike gonna go attempt to show you how to solve.
Let's see. If you guys have any questions, we'll do a little Q&A right now. So go ahead and ask them, and we'll answer. We're getting towards the end of the stream here.
So really quick on that, Mike gonna show you how to put it.
So it comes in actually 2 pieces. So the first piece actually has a hex key on this end, and you'll literally just set this in part all the way until it bottoms out, as tight as you can get it. Once it's there, this rotational piece is actually with 4 set screws all the way around. It just kind of fits right on. That way you can set the angle you need to, tighten down those screws, so that way it won't come off once the screws are tightened. So as it pressurizes with air. And then of course the guide rod is actually the same hinge screw one. So that's kind of how you set the angle of this remote line. It's actually a 2-piece.
It's really nice.
Let's see. When are you going to make a pistol line? The pistol is already in the works. That is something that KT will. He'll showcase all of that to you. Yeah, he'll divulge when that time comes. But it is in the works. There is a pistol coming. It will be 68 caliber, no more 43 cal stuff. We never did that for some of you guys that think that we did. Let's see here. Drop down ASA, new product that was released here for the live stream. Some of you guys just joining us. The new TMA stock. I think that's really awesome. That's a great new stock here. That's new to our lineup here of stocks. Fits the 13 cubic inch and 17 cubic inch. It's a great UMP style look. Let's see. We're at for Canada website changed to MCS.
No, Ref4 Canada will have its own MCS version of their website. Kind of similar to what we're currently doing. They transition to a new system that's easier for you to navigate, search, find things, and check out. We realized that our current website, it was developed 15 years ago, and it's been a long trek on that. So finally, we have the courage to transition to a new version, which takes some time, but we're getting there.
One thing to clarify, guys. Our distributors, our international ones, Brazil, UK, Canada, we have some other ones that are Ecuador. They are not affiliates, okay? These are independent distributors that carry our products. Do they carry our entire line? No, unfortunately they do not. If you need products from them, they don't carry it and you know that it's from us, you can purchase from them and they can then get the product from us. But that will delay shipping times, obviously, because that will have to go side to side into when they place orders, which we have no control over. So keep that in mind. International shipping costs is something that we still are getting a little bit of grief about. We get some people that come into the chat asking us for manual quotes. That's something we can't do, unfortunately. You have to add the products to your cart, and then it will give you and generate the options available for shipping to your country. When it comes to shipping to international countries, It is your responsibility as a customer to check with your local importation laws, check with customs and all that. There's a lot of countries that we've sold items to in the past that paintball's not even allowed. So you know, purchasing these paintball products, that some of them look extremely realistic and may be interpreted by the Border Patrol or customs agents as firearm accessories, which is a very common thing that happens to us quite frequently. That's your responsibility to do that, because we're not going to be responsible for seizures or delays at the border.
And also when you are international, support the local distributors. That's how they can grow and support you. Ordering directly from us, where we try to work with you, but we prefer that you work directly with the distributor. It will help us a lot. It will help them a lot. It will help them support you because they have their business.
George is asking about whether the drop-down ASAs accept regular pin tanks or ball. This one is actually a ball, and at least from what I've seen,
yeah,
if it accepts a ball one, the pin one's no problem. It's usually the other way around where you have airflow issues.
That's a really good question. Some of our ASA, it does have a little bit of tolerance issue when between the pin and the valve ball. The valve ball tends to it needs a little
recessed
more,
a little
exactly,
bit, yeah.
And sometimes you don't have enough airflow. That's one of the question I get. Tech question we run to all the time, where the player put a brand new tank into our gun and it doesn't work, or it was burping, but that's due to the tank that's not sitting all the way. So try another tank if that happens.
Jefferson Kroll, you know, France is becoming a big ambassador country for us. They're also hopefully going to get off the ground here. Jefferson Kroll might carry some of the products himself. So for
actually, not Jefferson Kroll. We are working with one of Jeff's local store. In
that's
Phil.
right. That's right.
Yeah, and they're working together, but we're working directly with a local store, and hopefully by next month and by end of this month, we're able to get them fully stocked and able to support the local MFW player there in France.
So where are we at? We're still at 5?
We're
10?
still at
5.
5:30, I believe. I have to go down. I won't let you go down. I have to go up.
So the auction currently like what, 580, 570?
And I think it's at 5:30.
530.
No.
Is it not? I don't know. I thought Scott Faulkner had the last.
Yeah, I know he did. Scott, where are you at? What was your last bid?
You guys are posting comments so fast, it only allows us to scroll through so many.
As fast as we can check them out.
To Ecuador, it takes 2 weeks after receive through freight forward to Miami RAV4 warehouse.
Right. That's one of the setback too, or
yeah, he's at 570.
570.
Sad
Yeah.
570.
Dusty Falcon, I think. No. It was 570.
Yeah, it was 570.
Scott
Yeah.
Faulkner at 570.
So Scott
because I
Faulkner
said
has
the
a
javelin bolt,
570.
so he went ahead and jumped to 570. So, again, here we are before we
We got 5
wind
minutes
down.
left. 5 minutes left, guys.
Let's end at 6 o'clock, right? 9 more minutes. Can we do that?
Yeah,
or no?
we can do
Okay.
that. We can do that.
I think we can hang on for 9 more minutes, so we end this at 6 o'clock, local standard time here.
Let's talk about next week's episode. I think
Okay.
we're going to do the product comparison, the model comparison between each one.
So next week we're getting way too much question regarding what marker a new player should be getting. Someone who played tournament ball, woods ball, new to paintball, military gun enthusiasts. Which one is the right marker for you? So next week we're gonna go through different iteration of the different version. We set up from basics into the most advanced version, and show you how each one is more dedicated for what type of player. So, of course, if you tournament ball, you would prefer a different type of setup. If you are in the military and you're ex-military vet, law enforcement, you want to get into the sport, of course, we would set you up in a certain way. And if you are new to paintball, just getting into the sport, we would recommend what you get in a certain way. So we try and do the comparison, do some upgrade possibilities, and then even go to a range and show you how each unit, each model kind of function, how it operates, how it's chamber, how it's the whole function, the whole operation part of it. That's where you get a full information on which one is might be right for you. These
So-
are these are just recommendation what we gather, the knowledge we've gained.
Non-biased,
no,
non-biased
Yeah, yeah,
opinions on these systems.
right.
And this is a big video that I'm pretty excited about too, because I get this question asked a lot. We get a lot of you first-time MagFed players, a lot of players that are recommended by you ambassadors that see the guns that you guys currently use in the field, and they're like, well, I saw this, but then when I went on the internet and I saw that. So we're going to go through individually, like he said, and we're going to go in detail each individual system, and then also show you some upgrades to each individual system, so you can kind of see, okay, this is where it can be basic, and then this is where I can spend a little extra money and get something bigger and badder.
Right. Well, the question we'll get asked all the time is, should you get the air line at the grip, or should you get air in stock, or should you even get remote line? And for each one of those is really different compared. I mean, they're totally different. Air down on the grip, it's nice because you don't have the butt stock. You can actually get your face in there and and do. For a player who play paintball or right in transition to MagFed, that option might be the best way, because you don't have that extra learning curve, because having a butt stock, and it's an extra step you have to kind of use your view, your sight, as opposed to just barrel sight it down.
The cease of production of the X7 Phenom will not affect the Hurricane as of right now, correct?
Not for about another 5 years. Most what Tim and what they do is, even when they discontinue a product line, they continue to produce the parts for the next 5 years to warranty support all the system that's out there. Just like the X7, they discontinued about 5 years ago, and right now the classic X7, and right now it's about to kind of tear it off. So we're fine. I was saying that hopefully by that time, 4 or 5 years down the line, we have a replacement core that we developed that can just drop into the body, and then we'll continue where the system where it left off.
I say work with an air in stock.
Yeah, I took it off. Yeah, it does. The remote line will actually connect right to the back end of it. No
Yeah,
problem.
kind of like this one right here. You're talking about a drop down ASA?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like this one right here.
So there's your remote line.
Like I said, this one's loose, so kind of show you
Well,
how.
you're talking about air in stock, but you have it right there.
That's a
Oh, you're talking about like Aaron stocks are like the Blizzard.
air and stuff. Oh, you mean on this thing?
I guess he just
Yeah,
said.
on the 468. It was,
Well,
this
this
is the Blizzard that
that what
has
you
the
said?
drop down
air in
ASA.
stock.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
So Epic Hans crew.
Yeah. Okay. I'm tired, man. I've been running around this whole building ranges and stuff. But anyways. So yeah, this is your air in stock. Comes with the swivel-mounted guide rod, and then you can put your air tank in stock.
For next week's episode, guys, for you ambassadors out there that have a lot of these guys asking you for marker systems, promote next week's video for sure, because we definitely want to get as many new players as possible, as well as prospective players that are interested in getting into the sport. Obviously, this is like I said, it's a non-biased video of what each individual system, and then what they really are. Not it's all facts based off of each individual system.
Muddy Girl. Does a 468 come in Muddy Girl? You know what? Whatever that is, you call me. I will make it a Muddy Girl for you. Sorry, but we can make that happen. We can make anything happen. That's a new one.
I did get a question over the weekend regarding the engraving of the magwell, because they saw it. We talked about it in the.
We did it before. When we first launched the 468, we were accepting team and name engravings. We are in the midst of getting set up to do something like that again as a service. But be forewarned. I mean, it did take some time. So it added about 5-6 days onto your order, just because the line got so long, and the time to set up each individual image so that it fits on the magwell in the right manner and the right size. I mean, people send us an image and it's really tiny, and then we have to work with them to get it to the right size. So I think we may be able to bring it back at some point, but it'll probably one of those things that with everything else we're doing, it just will add like 5-6 days onto every order if you want to customize it.
I guess standard font. You just have standard font lettering. We can actually zip pretty easily, but if you have like a logo that you want to add onto the the magwell. It takes a little time. You have to digitize it, assuming that you can have the right file format. It has to be in vector format. Most of the time people send in a JPEG format, and we can't really do much with that at all. And they have to contact you, they have to change it, come back to us. It's a little bit, it's very time consuming. So if we're ever going to bring it back, more than likely just going to be standard font. You choose, you have about 5 different fonts to choose from. You choose a font, and then you just let us know what you want to be engraved on it, and we'll run it. Easy.
We're still at 570.
We're still at 570.
Yeah, so we're still at 570. I think it's going to end up going to Scott off there.
468 and being full auto. I get that question a lot. I'm not. I don't want to tell. I've been telling you guys that we don't support it, and then I still get some of you guys that chime in and tell people it works. It works. And
that will all be discussed in the 468 generational video that I will be making. I will address everybody's. I've heard it all over the years. The PTR, the trade-ins, the full auto, the functional forward assist, everything that was talked about, the vision, the grand vision. We will discuss all that in that video. So hopefully that answers everybody's questions.
Javier, this is the Bolt Troy version that's available on the MCS website. It's semi-automatic. That's a great marker.
We'll show them a little bit there. Yeah, that's the one.
I talked about in the beginning of the video, you got the air and stock option with the drop-down ASA, tan front and rear sights, tan stock, and the tan Troy handguard. And then you have the vertical, and you have a Noveski sound amplifier at the end of it.
Wasn't this the one that we did for the five
It's
five
on.
bounties?
No, that's not the one.
No, it's not.
No.
That's not the one for the five
That's
bounties?
not
It's
That's the one. That.
it's out.
Yeah,
It's over there. It's in
over
the
there.
shooting range.
Yeah, this is the one that's on the site. It's
okay.
Bolt Troy.
All right, guys. So we got. I think it's done. The auction is now over. It's 6:00 p.m. on the dot. Scott Faulkner, or was it? Yeah. Faulkner has it. He won it. Congratulations. That's a limited edition 468, the first ever. Maddie, you came out hot out the gate with that 250 from the $100 initial price, and it definitely excelled more than we thought. We appreciate you guys' support and your participation in the auction. We're going to be doing an auction every single week on the live stream, custom, limited edition. So, you know, tune in, share this for you entry-level players that maybe can get a gun for well below retail price. You know, all the auctions are starting off at $100. Doesn't matter what system. Don't submit recommendations for the auction guns, please. This is something that Mike literally builds same day based off of parts that we have from old testing guns and all that stuff. So they're salvage, but they're also brand new. So don't think you're going to get, you know, a piece of junk. This 468 he built completely. Everything you get will work on it. You saw in the demo that it works and it fires. So just keep that in mind with all of the auctions. They start off at $100 and they go up from increments of 10 from there.
I saw Reyes, you asked the question about a universal tank drop, kind of like that's on the Bolt, would be gold. That's what we just released today. This is actually a universal drop down that will match any ASA on the market, whether it's a 468. You have your T15, okay?
I think we're missing.
You can actually put it on a SAR 12 and be able to put a different buttstock on your SAR 12. What else we got here? We got the Takamo Blizzard that it fits on. You have
TGR.
and your TGR. Yes, it doesn't look beautiful. We can't make one universal that fits every profile of every gun on the market. And for us to make something like this, we have to make it universal because we have to obviously make a profit and to sell a lot of them. And then for those Milsig M17 lovers, there's your drop-down ASA on your gun. So it will fit every gun on the market, with maybe except for the exception of a Hammer 7 because the angle's already there.
If you know more, you want more of an angle, you can add it on.
So
It's compatible. That doesn't mean that.
yeah, I've seen a lot of people on posts and blogs talking about some kind of drop-down ASA instead of having to put you know, a 3-story stack on top of your gun just to look down your scope. So this is kind of where I've kind of really kind of pushed this along. And it went through a lot of different renditions and looks, and we just had to settle on one that is definitely more function over form. And that's exactly what you guys got. Now more people can have that and not have to, like I said, put a triple decker on top of their gun.
Yeah. So that's about it for today, guys. Tune in every Wednesday for the MFW show. We're going to try to do it every Wednesday at 4:30 PST. We were a little late today, but I guarantee you we'll go live within, you know, give or take 15 minutes that we can do. Auctions are always coming up. Remember to submit your inquiries for your bounty hunter program, the ambassador program, and even the MagFed marker of the week program that we are doing now. All of this can be found on the mcsus.com website. If you guys have any questions, jump in the chat. All 3 of us are here. We'll be there day and night. All right? We'll see you guys out in the field.
All right, thank you very much, guys.
Combat Sports.